Everybody, welcome to this pick a card reading, Norse mythology edition. This is my first time ever posting on YouTube, so I'm pretty excited to see how this goes. And if you found this reading helpful, insightful, enlightening, let me know. Whatever way you want to let me know, smoke signal, anything. But for my readings, I use this Norse mythology deck, and each card has a god on it. And I like to tell the stories of these gods whenever I'm working with these cards. So get prepared to learn about some Norse mythology, and we'll see what messages the gods have for you today. And this, of course, is pile number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The first thing I see is that with this card, it is in the Midgard region. And whenever Midgard pops up, it means that the seeker, it's present. It's not something that's in the past. It's not a situation that's in the future. It is the here and now. And in the here and now, Hiln is calling for reassurance and protection. Perhaps you're in a situation where you feel like you need extra support or protection. Are there people around you? Do you get some bad juju from some people? Pick it up, because Hiln is saying that you need to be protected. And the way Hiln does this is she can appear in dreams, signs, synchronicities. Take, whatever resonates. For example, whenever I see 222 or 111, I take that as a sign of the universe telling me I'm on the right direction. And whenever I see it or hear it, I try to think about what I'm thinking, That sounds weird because sometimes you're just thinking without thinking, you know what I mean? So pay attention to what's going on in your mind. If you see synchronicities, or perhaps you see a certain animal that you've been really called to, maybe a squirrel in the tree that's looking up at you. There's something about how animals look at you in the eye, and it's just magical. I feel like some of you may be having some soul connections with animals coming around. So if you see a little squirrely, tell them, hey, what's up? And also another thing I want to point out is how she is protecting this little guy here. This guy seems like he's not having a good time, you know what I mean? He's like, what's going on, bro? He looks a little terrified. And here she is giving him comfort. So definitely seek some comfort. And let's see what the tarot cards will say. Okay, so I'm going to move her over here. And we're going to take this out. So I'm a little nosy. So I'm going to ask the tarot cards to tell me what you need protection from. What is going on? Alright, I'm just going to take the first one that popped out here. So we have the Devil. So perhaps, I feel like this is a person or a situation. Perhaps it has you feeling a little tied down. As you can see in this card, we have Smaug from The Hobbit. And he is burning down the village around Mount Erebor. Oh my god, I haven't watched The Hobbit in so long. How did I forget? Riverdale. Oh my god. Okay, well, you get the gist. So with this card, you can see there's something that I feel like has lit a fire in you that has made you a bit mad. Whoever this person is, they bring out the anger in you. And that's not a good thing, because we don't like those anger juju vibes. You know what I mean? We don't like them around here. So I feel like this person has some hot-headed energy. Perhaps they're into dragons. You never know. Okay, so now that we've identified who this person is, or at least how they make you feel, I'm going to ask the cards, give me another clarifier on the situation. I guess something about a house burning down. So maybe some people that might resonate, bringing the house down. And we got 2 of coins and page of coins. So you see, first thing I'm getting is this guy. He's kind of roaring. He's like, what the heck? I feel like this person has a loud mouth. Um, I'm just getting the word annoying. So perhaps this person just annoys you, something like that. And I feel like it's someone in your community. Um, HOAs, that could be specific. I don't know about you, but my HOA, they're just wild. They are insane and it's kind of crazy. They like to gossip. They like to talk about everybody in the town, you know what I mean? So I'm feeling this could be someone in your community, where you live, if you live in an apartment or a dorm, it could be a dorm mate. Um, just someone that lives close to you, looking at these houses. And someone who's annoying. I feel like this is you whenever you're talking to them. Or whenever they're talking to you, you're just like, get me out of here. Because with this guy in The Hobbit in the movie, he's kind of a recluse. He doesn't like when people intrude on his property, you know what I mean? So perhaps this person is intruding a bit too much, and you're just like, get away from me, you know what I mean? Which, I get it. Whenever people are like too in the bubble. And I'm getting the dorm, so perhaps you may be in college. Because I know every dorm's different, but I feel like there may be a shared space where this person is just like extra loud and, which I'm not trying to, diss someone for being more vocal than others, but there's a point where you're just like, bro, calm down, please. And I feel like this may also be a workplace situation with both the coins. And the Two of Coins can represent handling too much at once. So perhaps you're feeling a little overwhelmed. Perhaps you have too many projects, too many assignments due at 11:59 if you're in college. Or you just have a lot on your mind. And this person, I feel like you're already pretty annoyed with a current situation. Whenever this person just talks, it kind of sets off a fire in you. And like, I know you shouldn't release your anger out on other people. So I'm feeling this is a message to just remain calm. You are protected. So whenever a person's really annoying and you're fed up, maybe you should just take a step back, chill out. Maybe go watch a movie. Just kind of chill out, And definitely I'm sensing someone who could be in your work with the coins. So keep an eye out on that. Okay, next I'm going to pull a card to see what you can do about this situation. So we have the Hanged Man. So with the Hanged Man, in this one we have Gollum. And if you know, in Lord of the Rings, Gollum is this little creature who is obsessed with the ring. He once was a hobbit. Spoiler alert. And he kind of just becomes a total recluse and turns into this creature that is so obsessed with the ring. So I feel like what this is telling you is that you need to look at the situation in another perspective, take a walk in someone else's shoes. I know it's hard to be the better person sometimes, but that'll bring more calm and stillness in your life. Because right now with this, homegirl, we need to chill out, And also maybe taking a pause and just chilling out for a second. So definitely if this person is speaking some things you don't like to hear or spewing some fiery or negative words at you, instead of reacting like this guy, perhaps you should take a different route, or perhaps you're already taking that route of taking a step back, looking at the situation, see how the other person is feeling. Perhaps they have, a lot of stuff going on in their life, as we all do. So this is just a reminder to be kind, which I feel like you already are. But with this Two of Coins, you're just juggling so much and everything just seems kind of hectic. So take a pause, chill. Okay, I'm gonna pick one more card for any last messages that the tarot wants to give you about this situation. Ooh. We have the Ace of Cups and the Fool. Okay, I gotta figure this situation out. So this is the Fool. I'm just gonna put her here. Okay, so with the Ace of Cups, I feel like once you take a step back and maybe see where this other person is coming from, you'll have a new understanding of them. Because the Ace of Cups, this suit is about emotions, and Ace is the beginning. So I feel like once you take a step back, you'll actually be able to become friends or come at peace at this situation. It'll no longer be haggling you, you know. And with the Fool, this is a really cute card, like a little Bilbo. So I feel like if this is a person, I feel like you'll eventually chill out, you'll reassess the situation. I'm getting a specific message that this may be an argument between a group of friends. And once y'all just chill out, y'all come back together again, see eye to eye, especially after you've thought about how they feel and their perspective, and maybe there'll be a revelation, you know, that someone's having a lot going on in their life. So I feel like once that has happened, your cup will be full again with your homies, and y'all will go on some adventures. Perhaps someone will just say, hey, yo, let's go to the park. Let's go play Pokemon Go if you're into Pokemon Go. So I feel like with your friends, you'll definitely be going on a journey once you've made up past all of this energy. And also, if this is like a situation or a work situation, I do see that it will be handled if you take steps to be the better person. I know that's hard, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do and move on, you know, especially if it's work. But once it is past, I feel like I'm getting ideas. Perhaps this person will come to you with a lot of ideas about work or passions, and that'll leave you fulfilled emotionally, and you'll be able to get past this. And once you are fulfilled, you in this work endeavor, it'd be like taking a new journey, because I feel like this person will change a lot. Because sometimes whenever people are barking at you, they just want to be heard at the end of the day. Okay, so I'm going to pull some more cards. These are going to be guidance cards of how to get through this situation with this person, situation, company. I heard company. Definitely work, something in the work, as I mentioned before. Something in the workplace, your company. Perhaps it could be your own company. You're having some people not get along in the workforce. All right, I'm gonna pull this guy. We have weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. So the message I'm getting is, if this is a friend group situation, perhaps you're like the rock of the group and there's some arguments going on and you're just like, guys, come on, why are we arguing? Let's just chill out. And I feel like perhaps you need to take a step back from that. Perhaps you need to not be the rock for a second. Perhaps you need to let it go, assert some boundaries, and realize that their arguments, it's not all yours to carry, you know. And also, if you are the leader who's having some workers fight, of course, in a workplace, you want to solve that as soon as possible. But perhaps you may want to let HR take care of it. Or I feel like you're someone who will listen to someone, you know, ramble on about how annoyed they are. But I feel like you just need some time to focus on you and get what you need to get done, and let another department or HR or just tell them straight up, hey, y'all need to figure this out, talk to HR, and then come back to me. Sometimes you just got to put up the boundaries. And I feel like if people are also bombarding you with their emotions, which there's nothing wrong with being the rock of your family, or friends, the friend group, or your company. But sometimes, it can be exhausting and you need to take time for you. Become a little golem for a second, you know what I mean? So you can be refreshed and recharged and come back at it once you're feeling better. Okay, we're going to draw another card. We've got baby steps. Action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. So I feel like with all this chaotic energy, you already know the best action to take is to remain calm, step back, and think about it. But with all this fire energy, even though it's an earth sign card, I feel like with this guy, yelling out in the fire, you just need to calm your mind and think about what you're going to say before you say it, and follow your intuition. If you feel like something's off with someone, you're probably right. Your intuition is always there to guide you, and don't push it down if you're feeling like you're unsure of a situation. Take baby steps to chill out, disconnect from it, and come to a conclusion once your mind is clear again. So we're going to pull some last messages from these cards and see what they gotta say to you. This guy we have. The right thing to do isn't always the easy thing to do, but it's easier to know I did it. Oh my God, can I not speak? I don't know, whenever you're a kid, the teacher forced you to read out loud in class, but you just mixed up all the words. That's the flashback I'm getting. So let's think about this. Okay. The right thing to do isn't always the easy thing to do, but it's easier to know I did it than to hate that I didn't. So I feel like this is definitely speaking to not saying the wrong thing whenever you're feeling a bit enraged at someone or the situation. I feel like whatever the person is, maybe they're annoying. But it's better, I feel like at the end of the day, it's better to be a nice person than to be a mean person. Because there's some people out there that just will say the most hateful things. And even though it's the heat of the moment, I'll admit, sometimes whenever I'm just flustered or angry at someone, I'll say something that I didn't mean. And for me, I always feel really bad after. So I feel like this is a reminder to always take the high road, because at the end of the day, it's better to spread good juju than bad juju. Am I right? Or am I right? So definitely be wary of your words and choose better words other than bad ones. All right, well, thank you so much for listening. I hope this has provided you some insight, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you. Hello, welcome, pile number 2. This is the god that we have for you. So Frosty represents the lightness and impermanence of the snowflake, and so the lightness of the spirit. Lightness can be seen as frivolous quality, but also in some situations as a great strength. The strength that comes with being mindful in the moment. So with Frosty, I feel like this is saying to live more in the moment, be more present. It's about the little things. Perhaps you're just so warped up in all this stuff that life has, bills, due dates, work, everything. This is just a reminder to sit back and enjoy the little things. It can be whenever you breathe on glass, the frost that appears there for a second, and you write a message. Enjoy the little small moments that you have, because if you don't, life can be a bit overwhelming. So stay light, stay nimble, and if you're in a situation where you feel like you can't focus on the present moment, you just have so many thoughts going in your mind, perhaps this is a time to call upon Frosty and just say, hey, homie, I need to chill out. Or perhaps it could even be going outside, it's still kind of cold in some regions. I know for me it's like in the 70s. Perhaps you just need to take a step outside and feel the coolness on your face. Feel the cool breeze reminding you that you are here, grounded and in the moment. Okay, so I'm feeling a little nosy. So I'm going to ask the tarot cards. Oh, stuck. She got a little stuck. That can mean that you're feeling a little stuck. My tarot card got stuck, so you could be feeling stuck. And Frosty is reminding you to feel a little unstuck. Perhaps you need to chill out and assess the situation. So I'm going to ask the cards to tell me perhaps why you are feeling stuck. We have the 5 of Cups and the 7 of Wands. Put those there. Okay, from the 7 of Wands, I'm getting the feeling that there's just a lot going on and you feel like you just have so much on your plate. It's just uncomfortable for you. I feel like in this situation, this work looks very uncomfortable. So perhaps you're in an uncomfortable situation, and the 7 of Wands tells us to take it step by step, take it day by day, instead of letting all of these thoughts consume you and you're just feeling overwhelmed and stuck. Perhaps really think about it. Get to the root of the problem, find a way to solve your issue, and don't try to solve it all in one day. Not everything can be solved in an hour, in a minute, or in a day, in a year, 2 years. Sometimes life just takes time, and this is reminding you to take it day by day. And there's this saying, how do you eat an elephant? Not that we're trying to eat elephants out here, but it's bite by bite. Something that does not sound right. But, how do we walk our journey? Are we going to walk a mile? It's step by step. So definitely try to chill out a bit and realize you can't figure it all out at once. You have to take your time. And what the 5 of Cups is spitting out, I'm feeling that there's 2 different situations. Since this is a general reading, just take what feels right, So in The Hobbit, there is a scene where all of his dwarven friends, they go on a journey, and all of his friends get captured by the king, Thranduil, and Mirkwood. And they're all in prison, and Bilbo is just looking in the prison, just thinking, how in the heck am I gonna get them out? And I feel like you're thinking, how the heck am I gonna get out of this? Well, since you just want to know about Bilbo, what Bilbo did, he had the help of a magic ring which turned him invisible. He snuck in, got the keys, and got his friends out of jail. But there was like this moment of panic that he had, trying to figure how the heck am I going to do this? And I feel like that's very symbolic of you. You feel like, how am I going to get through this? How am I going to do this? There's just so much. But what Bilbo did, he sat back, he came up with a plan, and he executed his plan, and he got his friends out. So I feel like that's what you need to do. You need to formulate a plan, whatever plan you got, and stick to it. And you will get your friends out. And I also kind of feel like this could either be a friend that is stuck in a situation and you may be acting as, their therapist for a moment, and maybe you are helping them escape their own thoughts. And I feel like this could also represent your mind feeling locked up in your head. And sometimes our mind is our greatest weakness. And it's also our greatest, power too. Your reality is what you think, So if you fill your mind with all these, bad things, how are you ever going to think about something that's good? So that's another message I got. Okay, I'm going to ask the tarot to give you some advice on how we're going to get out of our head. And also, another thing I meant to say is that whenever we're locked in our heads, there's this one quote I think of. It's a song by 21 Pilots. I believe that's the right name. 21 Pilots, and it's the song Migraine. Sometimes you gotta kill your mind to stay alive. And I feel like that's very true whenever our thoughts are so rampant. Not literally kill our minds, of course, but you need to stop it. You need it, like when you're in mid-thought, you go, stop. We are not thinking like this. There's only good juju up in here. Okay, and we're gonna see how to get that good juju going. And if you hear that, that is my neighbor's truck. That is very loud. Okay, so we have temperance. So I'm feeling with temperance, there is an emphasis on looking to the past to help figure out what's going on in the present. So sometimes we have some unhealthy coping mechanisms whenever life gets crazy. So perhaps there's an unhealthy way you have of dealing with the situation. It could be, instead of talking it out, you bottle it up and it kind of just explodes. So with this card, it's reminding us to see those patterns and try our best to undo them. And I feel like that's a message you need to hear. Figure out what's causing you some issues. It could be an old thought pattern or something, and try your best to stop it. And also in temperance, we have the need to balance things. So I feel like you need to balance your mind. I feel like your mind's going a little bit crazy. So this is the need for balance, like this little froggy. Perhaps you need to just chill out, meditate, take a second. Okay, I'm gonna ask the cards to give us any more messages that they have for you to help you balance it out. So we have, everything's kind of flying today. You know what? Fire, I saw you. So we have Queen of Swords and the Moon. Okay, this is also referring to our thoughts as well. Queen of Swords, someone who's crafty with her words. And also the Moon, which is our subconscious, which could be the thoughts that we think that are affecting our subconscious. Okay, so with the Queen of Swords, I feel like you need to be more upfront with yourself or more upfront with others about how you feel. And it could be, how others have made you feel for being put in a situation where, you got a little lost in your mind, or perhaps someone puts you in a situation where you just kind of needed to restart and bring balance into your life. So I feel like you need to put some boundaries and be frank with this person. And also with the Moon, the main thing I'm getting is, be sharp with yourself. You gotta be responsible for your own thoughts sometimes and for negative patterns. I feel like it's a call to look into your subconscious. Maybe figure out, it could be the music you listen to or the people you're around and how they're affecting your mind subconsciously. So look out for that. So overall, I see putting up some boundaries and bringing balance to this issue that you have and what's going on. So we are going to draw some more cards to see how you can get through this situation. Boop. Okay, we have, pull these two. So we have Earth Pulsing and You're Not Alone. So with this card, it says to slow down. So especially with frost, which is, the cold, and it's more of a time of slowness. I feel like you're being really drawn to take some time for you, go hang out in nature. Perhaps it's somewhere where it's cold and you got to bundle up and have a jacket on. And just feel the earth pulsing and realize that there's more to this than just arguing and your own mind not acting right. And sometimes we just gotta chill, And also, you're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, and community. I feel like this is also a time to reach out to your homies. And let's say you don't have a certain homie to go to. You know, just reaching out on YouTube, or I mean, even watching this video, you know, it's a sign you're not alone, even if you feel like you don't have anybody. And perhaps talk to someone about this chaotic situation, you know. Sometimes people have some really good advice, you know, and we just have to sit and listen to it, which can sometimes be hard. Okay. And so what we're going to do next is I have some runes, and I'm going to ask the runes what is some more advice you can give us. Okay, we literally got the ice rune. This goes hand in hand with Frosty. So this is telling you to slow down. So definitely we have this emphasis on slowing down, the cold, the frost, and reaching inward. So this is another sign. Whenever things get rampant, we need to chill it out. And the best way we can do that, at least for me, the best way to chill out my mind is to just force my mind to empty and come up with a plan to get through this. And you know, you may also be really called to the cold. You know, some people, they like the heat, they like the cold. For me, I'm also a cold girl, so, you know, I understand. Okay, and then we have another card. So what does group 2 need to hear? You know, we need to chill out. Let's see. We have, I got 2 of them. Okay. My greatest weapon against a bad day is my smile, and I suppose a bunch of free money, but I won't get greedy. So I feel like this is telling you to find the happiness within yourself, to find happy being alone, you know. Sometimes we rely on others, and it's okay to talk to someone and talk through your feelings, but I feel like we also need to find ways to make ourselves smile. And the best way to get through a bad thought is humor. I personally use humor to get through things. And there's also, whenever you're meditating, I was reading this book, and this guy, it was like, breathe in, smile, then breathe out. So this could be, you know, whether you're meditating, to smile more, or just watch a funny video. There's all types of funny stuff on YouTube. Or Twitch, go check out a streamer that makes you laugh. Just anything that can really brighten your smile. Then we have, I keep my fire lit and blaze through all my shit. So after a day of it, I can enjoy my evening sit. Okay, so with this one, I feel like this is telling you that you're gonna get through it. For this card, we have, I keep my fire lit and blaze through all my So I feel like with this, you're keeping the flame alive inside yourself. So even though we have all this energy of chilling out, I feel like you have a lot of fire in you. You have a lot of passion. And what this is showing me is that I feel like once you've taken a moment to chill, that's whenever ideas come to you. That's whenever you feel alive and you're blazing with passion. After your mind is chilled out, you get all these ideas. So definitely chill out, my homie. So just to recap, I feel like Frosty is telling you to be a little bit more lighthearted, more in the moment instead of so locked up in your head. And you can do this by asserting more boundaries or communicating with other people, of course, and perhaps just spending time out in nature. I got the word hiking, perhaps going hiking with a group of friends so you can all reconnect together. And also, whenever you're feeling down or locked up in your head, find a way to make yourself smile to get out of that. Because once you do, you'll have a lot of passion and you're going to feel ignited again. So thank you, pile number 2. Stay frosty and fiery. Hello, pile number 3s. We are going to begin your reading with what god is calling your name. So we have Odin, wisdom, poetry, and language. So in Norse mythology, Odin is like the head honcho, in a way. He's very wise, all-knowing, and one of my favorite stories about him is that he sacrificed one of his eyes to gain knowledge. And I think that's pretty dope, you know. So with Odin here, so in this deck, there's not like a number system. Everything is kind of filed, the only word I could come up with the 9 worlds. And Asgard is, of course, where all the gods live. And Odin is the head honcho. So I feel like with this coming up in your reading, out of all the cards that we have, I feel like you're going through something very spiritual. And not only that, but you're gaining wisdom. So I feel like whatever's going on right now, you're gaining a lot of wisdom. You're learning, perhaps you're into poetry, or perhaps you just really love communicating with others. And I think that's pretty darn cool. And also with Odin, he has a lot of advisors, right? He has his 2 ravens, his 2 wolves, Freaky and Gary. So I feel like you're being surrounded by people who are really helping you out. And if not, there are people that are coming your way that are going to act as supports. You know, this doesn't have to be a person either. This could be your dog. Because, you know, my doggy, before she passed away, she was my best friend. I called on her all the time. So I feel like if you aren't going through something like very spiritual or awakening right now, it's definitely going to be coming with Odin. So let's get prepared. So I'm going to put our homie down right here. And I am going to ask the tarot cards, what is coming? What are you getting more wisdom? What is being, I heard divinely guided. So I feel like you're being divinely guided into a direction that's going to bring a lot of positive change into your life. So changes are coming. All right, we got Ace of Coins. So I feel like this could be something in the material world, in the material aspect. Perhaps you're gaining wisdom about a business or a business idea, or something that mixes spirituality and business together. Or perhaps you're just getting a lot of synchronicities or being called to a certain idea in the material world. And we got the 3 of Wands. So I feel like you're definitely being called to become a leader, such as in the 3 of Wands and with Odin, because Odin is the leader of Asgard. So I definitely feel like you're being called to step into power, especially with Odin here, with him being the All-Father, you know, the head honcho of Asgard. I feel like you're stepping up into a leadership position and you're being guided to speak your truth and guide others. And especially when it comes to something in the material world, whether it be you get a promotion in your job, or perhaps you take on a more leadership role, or perhaps someone's slacking in the group, so you're gonna be more of a leader and help things get back on track. You're being called to take charge and lead for sure. And I also feel like you're pretty good at it. Even if you're a more quiet person, I feel like you're gonna really feel good about this. Because I know whenever I had to take team lead, because we were all introverts, so being the Gemini of the group, I took the lead. And, you know, I learned a lot. So I feel like even if you are introverted and you don't really want leadership, I feel like if you take on this role, you're going to learn so much about yourself and about others. You're going to learn how to speak to others, which you probably already know how to, but you're going to form connections with people. I feel like they're going to last a lifetime, especially with the 3 of Wands and the homies helping each other out. Let's see what else about this leadership position. Woo! Okay, well, I'm just gonna pull the Magician because that's the first one I saw. When I have a bunch of cards coming at me, I'm like, whoa, homie, chill. So definitely the Magician is about becoming a master of your own craft. So I feel like this is speaking to the introverts of the piles who are like, I don't want this. Leadership, people looking at me, what the heck? I feel like it's going to make you go inward and think of, maybe you may have an epiphany whenever you get this role. Perhaps you've lived being an introvert, but whenever you were given this opportunity, you started to shine. I feel like you started to shine and made you think about what you want to do in life. Is perhaps leadership something that you're more passionate about, something you're naturally good at, but you never had the opportunity to do? You know, another thing I'm getting is if you are currently a leader and perhaps you're doubting yourself, I feel like with Odin here to remind you that you're doing good. People definitely do look up to you. And life is, you're continually mastering stuff. You know, you're not a master immediately. So even if you still are a leader, or you are a leader, you know, you're still evolving over time. So keep that in mind. Okay, I'm gonna pull another card. Okay, we got the Devil in reverse. So Devil in reverse is pretty cool because the devil is someone who's chaining you down. And in reverse, I feel like this is you breaking the chains and unleashing something. So in here, I feel like with all this fire in this card, you're unleashing something. Perhaps you have a new idea to get people together and you're unleashing this cool energy or fiery energy. And I feel like the people around you love it. They're here for it. Especially with this, I feel like if you're doing something different and you're coming more out of your shell and you have this, you know, random idea of like, I'm not going to say skydiving, but like if you're in a friend group, like, hey, why don't we go skydiving or why don't we go skiing in Alaska? I feel like your friends are going to love it and they're going to love seeing this passion from you. And there's another message I see with this. If you are a leader and you're kind of doubting your abilities, I feel like this is a reminder that it's kind of just up in your head and it's weighing you down. And you need to break those chains of negative energy because we don't like bad juju around here. You know, you are a leader. You got this. You got affirmations. Never doubt yourself. Okay? And also, if you are the more introverted type and you're being called to leadership, don't let your negative thoughts weigh you down. Don't be like, oh, I can't do this. This is so awkward. You just gotta go and do it, you know? I feel like an introvert's worst nightmare, aka me, is looking like an idiot in front of someone, but, you know, it can make someone smile. Even if you do something stupid, it can make someone smile. You know, who cares about what other people think? As long as the people that are around you, that care for you, that look up to you, as long as you make them smile, who cares what other people think, you know? You just gotta be you. And I feel like this is all about discovering who you are, discovering something new. It's exciting. Okay, I'm gonna pull one more. Oh, okay. Well, we got you. So we got the Emperor in reverse. So with the Emperor in reverse, I feel like the people that are around you love how unique you are. Perhaps you have a unique way of talking, or you have a unique way of sharing your ideas with the people around you. Not only that, but the people that look up to you, they love you because you're unique. I feel like they just love who you are and what energy you bring to the group. So with the Emperor in reverse, I feel like you have a unique way of going about things in the office or with your friends. Perhaps this adds to the reverse devil of doing something just out of the blue. Perhaps you're just very spontaneity. spontaneous. I got the word. I feel like you're very spontaneous. So I feel like you have a lot of fire energy in you. So perhaps you're a fire sign or have a fire placement. I mean, because I understand my moon is in Aries. Things get fiery around here. And I feel like that's what people love. That's what your group of people love about you. You're so different. And perhaps you have a unique way of leading people. Perhaps you do things different. So in the office, if it's an office setting and if it's a corporate setting, I feel like you just go against the norm and you're doing something different, or you have an idea to do something different in a leadership position. It could be maybe, I heard Spotify and just letting someone play their music, or just playing something crazy, or perhaps doing silly little jokes around the office, or silly little pranks. Nothing that's going to annoy someone, but I feel like you're just unique and bring a lot of good energy to those around you. And that's what they love about you. And also, if you're the introvert that's stepping into their power, I feel like you may be different because we're all different around here, you know? And I feel like once you finally step into this leadership and hang out, meet people, you're going to realize how much people love you and how much people appreciate that unique energy you may thought was weird. And you're going to find your group and you're going to find that power with them. And that's just so beautiful. So what we're going to do next is we are going to pull a rune. Yeah, it's kind of loud. Let me put it over here. Let's see, for some advice, we have this one. So this represents the unknown and the subconscious. I feel like this goes hand in hand with the magician card here, because I feel like whenever you step into your power, you find things that you didn't know that you had. It could be a strength, a skill, just anything. So I feel like once you step into your power, you're going to have some hidden gifts you did not know that you had. And we have this one. And I feel like with this rune, it's going to bring a lot of balance. Whenever you step into this position, you may feel awkward at first. It may not feel like it's right for you. But once you get into the groove, it's going to bring a lot of balance to your life. And you're going to finally realize how you can balance your home and work life and all that fun stuff. And then we have this rune. So this rune talks about having fun with people. It's like the ultimate 3 of cups energy. So a big thing I'm getting throughout this spread is a group of friends. Perhaps if you didn't have a group of friends, you're gonna get some soon, and you're gonna have a lot of joyous times. And in your workplace, I feel like you and your coworkers are gonna go out and have some fun. I'm not talking about, go to a bar at 2 a.m., but perhaps y'all go to a dinner or go to a trivia game or go to an ice hockey game. I feel like you're gonna have a lot of fun with people that you are leading. And this could also be, if you are the leader, you have this spontaneous idea to go do something fun. Perhaps you want to take everyone in the office to Starbucks. Could be anything. And you're going to have just such a good time, and you're going to feel really connected to those around you. I feel like you're fostering a really good community for yourself with people who enjoy and look up to you. And next, we are going to pull some advice cards. See what other messages Odin has for you. This one's calling out. So we have, you got the love, Hadean energy, codependency, and boundaries. So I feel like when it comes to being in a leadership position, you have people that are codependent on you, and sometimes you need to put up boundaries so people aren't too much in your energy. I feel like there's going to be a lot of balancing boundaries that may be a little bit rocky, so keep out for that. Boundaries around people. If there's someone who's a little codependent on you, or it's good to be someone's rock for someone to lean on. But if it's like a little bit too much and you're like, homie, you need a therapist, you know. I feel like this is a call to be wary of those people and set the boundaries so that does not happen. So I feel like your energy is just so infectious. It's very unique and people love it. They love your different energy, and that may cause some people to push the boundaries of what you're comfortable with. So just be a bit careful. Okay, so we're going to pull another card. Ooh, okay, we got Earth Pulsing. Okay, yeah, Pulse of the Mother, slow down time and nature. So I feel like with this card, whenever you do your spontaneous or you get spontaneous ideas, perhaps you just decide to go after work. You're a bit tired, but you feel like you need to reconnect with nature. So perhaps you stop by a park and just watch the sunset over the hill. There's something about whenever, because you have all these people around you, and if you don't have them around, they're going to be coming. And you need to learn how to balance it all, especially if you're not used to it and you're, the introvert that has watched this. I feel like you're gonna be able to, if things get crazy and you're like, oh my God, there's all this energy, what do I do? I feel like you just need to go out in nature, hang out with Mother Earth for a bit. She'll ground you and you'll get back up and ready to continue your uniqueness that everybody loves. Man, I love it. I don't even know who you are. I mean, I guess I kind of do. But I think that you have this magical energy that people love about you, and I want to meet you. Okay, let's get some more. Oh, this one's upside down. Okay. Oh, we got two of them. We have, I can do anything I want with my life within the legal limits of my state, country, and guidelines. No wasted days. No reason not to try. So I feel like this is really tapping into this energy over here. I feel like even if you don't know what you want to do right now, perhaps this is a call for you to take a more leadership position. But once you do, I feel like you're going to find the joy in life. You're going to find the joy in hanging out with friends. And it's going to remind you that you can do anything you want. The things that you didn't think you could do, you realize that you can do. You can be that leader. You can inspire. You can do this. You can do that. And that is so cute. I love that for you. And then the next one we have, I can't change which way the river bends, so I might as well strap in and enjoy this strange little boat. Anyone bring a cooler? So I also feel like life may take you down some interesting streams, or the boat may rock a bit. You may encounter some struggles whenever you step into leadership with all these people around you. But I feel like even when bad things happen, this is a reminder to be calm and collected, because whenever something bad's already happening and you just want to change it, sometimes you just gotta ride the boat of life, you just gotta go with the flow. So I feel like this energy is definitely go with the flow. All right, well, just to recap before I let you go, the final messages I'm getting for you is that Odin is calling you to become a leader, maybe do something you haven't done before, because you may find that you love it, even if that's something you would never do, with this reversed devil and the emperor. And it's also a reminder that you are unique, and that's a wonderful thing. You have this magic inside of you that other people see, and they love you for it. And that's why Odin is calling you to share your uniqueness with others. And even if you are a little introverted, it's okay. I feel like you're gonna find some of your soul family. You're gonna find people that really make you happy, feel like you can do crazy things with, you can do anything with. and they're going to remind you what it's like to live, what it's like to enjoy life. And that is wonderful. So goodbye, pile number 3. Go out and do something fun. Hello, pile number 4. So let's see what the gods have in store for you. So, with this card, we have the rule of 3. So, in Norse mythology, Ragnarok is like the end times. I guess you could call it the ultimate tower moment in Norse mythology. Whoa, that scared me. Well, something fell back there. Okay, so with the rule of 3, this is telling you to be aware of the past, present, and future. So I feel like there's a decision coming, a very important decision. And it doesn't have to be something, no, I know people associate Ragnarok with something bad, but Ragnarok is a symbol of something new. It's something that is created after destruction. So I'm not saying that there's like destruction coming or anything. That's not what I'm saying. It's just saying that there may be something you had to go through that kind of shook you up a little bit, threw you off your foundation. And because of that, you may have to make some decisions that are hard. And if that's not the case, there may be a decision that you're having a hard time deciding about. It could be anything. And so the rule of 3 is informing you that there is a decision that you're going to be making, and it's telling you to look at the past, present, and future to consider all 3 of those things. Okay, so I'm going to ask the tarot cards to give me more insight on the decision that you're going to be making. So immediately we have the 7 of Cups come up. So in The Hobbit, I don't know if you're a fan of The Hobbit or not, but so Bilbo, he goes into this mountain to find the Arkenstone. So once the Arkenstone is found, his homie Thorin can become king of the dwarves again. But during this adventure, Thorin goes crazy over the money, and Bilbo is trying to decide if he should help Thorin out or not. Would it do him any greater good to give him what he's looking for if it's what's caused him to go in this downward spiral? So I feel like the decision you're making may impact others. You're considering others, of course. You could have to do something with someone else's money, something else that someone really treasures, and you're deciding if that's the right thing for them to do. Is it going to help them out in the end, or is it going to lead them down to further destruction? I feel like this decision is something you think is going to really impact your future, because the Arkenstone, it kind of looks like a little crystal ball. And I think of crystal balls, I think of looking into the future. So I feel like you're looking into the future to see if this is going to help you out. And I feel like this could be a decision regarding money, considering all this gold back here. Perhaps you're sitting on this idea and you're just not sure what to do yet. So you have a lot going on in your mind about this. So I'm going to ask for some more clarification. Got these 2 coming out. So we have the 9 of Coins and the 9 of Wands. Okay. You know, the first thing I see is that we have 2 cards with Bilbo touching something that looks like the Arkenstone, which I think is pretty cool. So I feel like with this, there's something you're looking at that's shiny. Maybe it's a new house, or a new business, or a new job, or a new piece of jewelry that's just super expensive, but you're not sure if you should buy it, right? And I feel like you're just looking at something like it's just so precious and you want it. It's something that you want, but you're not sure if you need it. So I feel like this decision that you're making, I feel like there's some vulnerability in it. Perhaps it's putting you in a place of recognition that you aren't used to, and that's making you feel vulnerable. So I feel like this could be in a work scenario. Perhaps you propose a new idea and a new idea, and your coworkers are like, that's a bit different. And you're like, but it's really cool. And you're just feeling a bit vulnerable after. But I feel like once you go through with this decision, it's going to give you a lot of self-fulfillment. It's going to make you very happy, I think, whatever it may be, no matter what other people think or what other people may not like about it. I feel like at the end of the day, it's going to bring you a lot of peace, a lot of happiness. And I feel like if you're wondering if you should do this or make this decision, I think you should, because at the end, you're the one benefiting from it. And it's going to make you very, very happy. And I feel like this is something that's very precious to you. So I feel like you should, but also consider the past, the present, and the future when making these decisions. Okay, I'm gonna shuffle some more cards to see what pops up. I feel like this one wants to come out. We have the Knight of Swords and the Lovers. Okay, so with the Knight of Swords and the Lovers, I feel like this decision, you're being called to maybe step away from what other people think and focus on yourself and how this decision will impact you. And I feel like it'll bring a lot of love into your life. And I'm not necessarily talking about romantic, but I feel like with this, whatever you got or want or the decision, something that you're really passionate and you really love. And you know, it could be a literal person. I mean, I think that's also what I'm getting. This could be a decision about someone that you really love, but perhaps other people are a bit wary. Maybe your family's like, we don't know. But as long as this person treats you right, of course, other people may not like them, but as long as they treat you like the queen you are, I say, hey, go for it, because they're very precious to you. And perhaps your friends or family, you just need to set a boundary and say, this is what I'm going to do. So I feel like friends and family, although they do give us some great advice, sometimes they're just very judgy. And I'm also feeling like once the judgment has passed with this person, I feel like other people will see what you see in them. So you see a lot in them. And with the Lovers, it's just such a cute card. I feel like whatever this decision is, whether it be love, money, an idea, it's something that brings you a lot of joy and it brings you a lot of love. And I feel like this is telling you to focus on what it's going to bring you versus what other people may think. Okay, so up next, I'm going to get some runes. So we're going to see what will this bring you. So I feel like this is coming in fast with this one. I feel like whatever this decision is, it's coming in at light speed. Because we have the Nine of Wands, which also mentions, you know, something coming in quick. So I feel like this is definitely something that's happening soon. And, okay, we got that one. And we have this one. Okay. So I feel like whatever this decision is, it's going to be quick. But I feel like you're thinking about it a lot. You're considering... Oh, sorry, little froggy. I just whacked you. Ayo. So whatever this decision is, you're considering all possible options. And I feel like whenever you're just, like, figuring out how it's going to affect your future, how your past is involved, and how it's going to manifest in the present, a lot of secrets will be unveiled. And I feel like especially with this Nine of Wands energy, if there's other people, they're going to reveal maybe why they don't think this is a good decision, or they may reveal why they like it. You never know. And also, I feel like whenever making this decision, you're being guided to reach to your higher self. Maybe consult with your higher self. Perhaps sit in meditation about this and see what comes up in meditation. Okay, and we're going to shuffle some more cards to see what advice they got to give you about this decision that you're making. And also got heard there's a lot on your mind. You're looking at it from all angles. Oh, okay, that one wants to come out for sure. So we have child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. Okay, so I feel like this is a huge call to listen to your intuition, especially with this room, which is all about connecting to your higher self. I feel like whenever you finally do connect with your higher self, no, that just fell. Whenever you connect with I feel like you may not be connected, but that falling, I feel like you may be a little disconnected. Like this decision I feel like there's a lot weighing on it. And because of that, you've neglected your intuition and what your higher self is trying to tell you about it. So this is definitely a call to listen to your inner wisdom. Because I feel like we already know what's best for us. We know what to do, but our mind gets in the way. We think of all the logical things, and that weighs us down. So definitely look inward. Let's see what else the cards have for you. We have starbathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. Okay, I feel like this also goes hand in hand with listening to your intuition. I feel like once you finally connect with your higher self, or this could also be someone who just has a lot of wisdom. Maybe it's your grandmother or your grandfather you just need to talk to about this. I feel like they're going to give you some good advice, and it's going to activate the decision. You're going to finally know what steps to take. So definitely talk to someone if it's not yourself, but I feel like you should definitely connect with your higher self. But you should also talk to someone you really, really trust, who's always got your back. Personally, my gram, she always has my back, so I go to her. Okay. And we are going to pull some mantras for you and see what they are telling you to do about this decision. I have 2 of them. So the first one. I can't change which way the river bends, so I might as well strap in and enjoy this strange little boat ride. So I feel like I feel like this is referring to the other people in the situation. You can't control how other people think. People are just going to think what they want to think. They're going to do what they're going to do. But I feel like this is telling you you can't control how other people think. You just can't. People make up their minds, and instead of trying to control the situation or control other people or try to get them on your side, you should just get in your little boat and stay in your boat and see where the stream takes you, you know? You can't control others. All you can do is control yourself. Okay, and then we have my greatest weapon against a bad day is a smile. And I suppose a bunch of free money, but I won't get greedy. Okay, so I feel like this situation you got is weighing on you heavily. And I feel like this is a reminder, even though things may be a little rough right now in the decision department, take some time to smile, bring some laughter. You know, there's nothing like after being stressed out, just having a good laugh and it making you feel better. And I feel like once you feel better and smile more, the decision, or once you decide whatever is right for you, will be more clear. So definitely smile more. And thank you, pile number 4. I hope this helped you out. And good luck with this decision that you're making. Hello, everybody. The last lovely pile. See what the gods have in store for you. So we have a Gandalf wisdom. Okay, cool. So in Norse mythology, Gandalf is one of the dwarves who resides in Volspa. He is a wise sorcerer and scholar. His presence in the stand stands for mentor, teacher, educator, and that elevates your life. This card encourages an inquisitive mind for the seeker to acquire knowledge in his or her field or profession, or any matter at hand. I feel like what Gandalf here is trying to tell you is to listen to your wisdom, use your wisdom, and expand your wisdom. I feel like you're doing a lot of learning right now, especially with all these books and stuff. I feel like you're acquiring a lot of knowledge that's making you wiser. And I feel like people are recognizing it. And I feel like people are like, wow. And to get further insight, let's see what wisdom Gandalf is talking about with the tarot. All right, what does the reader need to know about their wisdom? Okay, we got Three of Wands and the Emperor. Okay. And I feel like with the Emperor in reverse, that can indicate someone who is a bit controlling. So perhaps you have a mentor that's a bit, or a professor, or just someone who you look up to that's a bit controlling. And that could be a big indicator of someone who you can learn a lot from. I know it's not fun being around a controlling person, but you know, if they got a lot of wisdom, I feel like this is a time to sit and listen. Perhaps ask this person to go get some coffee. Perhaps go spend a day. Just sit. I'm getting this picture of just you listening to them, letting them speak their mind and their wisdom. So I mean, in Gandalf and Lord of the Rings, he's a bit quirky, you know. I feel like it's someone who's resembles a lot like Gandalf, who's, you know, quick to respond, a little bit quirky, a little bit snarky. But I feel like those people are fun though. They're a bit fiery. But I feel like they're gonna give you some insight on something. And I would like to know what this insight is that they're giving. So we have the Tower. So I feel like you may be going through something right now. I'm not sure what that something is, but I can find out. I feel like you're going through something and you just need to talk to someone about it. And this is your person to talk about it with. I'm getting two different vibes. Perhaps this person that's a bit controlling is the person you go to talk to about the situation that you're going through that's made you feel not so happy, as you know, Smaug is not feeling very happy in his situation as he is throwing flames. Or perhaps this person, the controlling person, is the person that's making you feel like a Smaug. And perhaps you need to go talk to another group of friends about the situation, a group of homies, and I feel like they'll give you some insight. Perhaps this is something you just never have dealt with before. I'm not like hearing a breakup or anything, or it could be for some people. Or perhaps it's just you're not sure what to do or how to go, and you need some outside advice. Okay, I'm gonna pull some more cards to see how else can you get through this Tower moment. Seemed like that one wanted to come out, both of these, so I'll grab both of these. Okay, so we have the World. So, okay, cool. We have two Smaugs, so that's pretty dope. Okay, so one of the messages I'm getting is that if this is someone that you're talking to who you're gaining the wisdom from, I feel like they are sitting on a lot of good knowledge for you. They have a lot of knowledge about the world and how it works and how relationships work. Perhaps you just think of this person as literally Gandalf. Like there's just so much they know that you don't, and you want to learn everything from them. And another message I'm getting with all these Smaugs, Smaug is of course a dragon, and I personally associate dragons or serpents as times of big transformations. Because whenever Smaug, his appearance in The Hobbit was a big transformation. It made a lot of people change, him attacking the village and having him, you know, being killed. I feel like you're going through a lot right now, a big transformation, and you're really resulting on your friends who either are sitting on a lot of knowledge and they're giving it to you, and you think the world of them. I'm also getting, if you have like an older mentor, I feel like they think the world of you. They really put you in a good light. They see you as someone who may be a leader or someone that they just really admire. So that's another message I'm getting. If you have an older mentor, they see what you're going through and they really want to help you out. And perhaps you're trying to control the situation just too much, but you need to let it go. Just let it go and hang out and see what Gandalf has to say, because they really think the world and they want the best for you. And the last little card that popped out was the Hanged Man. So I feel like, especially with this tower situation, it's got you just kind of backwards, you know. Perhaps it came out of left field. It just kind of hit you. Or something literally did hit you. You never know. Perhaps it's just got you feeling a little down and out. And you're just not having a good time. But I see that even if you are going through something, you're going to gain a lot of knowledge from it. So whatever feelings you may be going through are what you learn from others, or you learn how others help you. You're going to learn how to better deal with situations in the future. I know heartbreak's not fun, loss isn't fun, all the negative emotions of life. It can be annoying. But each trial we go through is a chance to upgrade and learn. And I feel like that's what you're doing. You're learning a lot from everything that's happening. So definitely, even though it's a bit rough out here, just know that you're learning a lot. Okay, so next I'm going to pull some runes about what this situation is. So we have the Tear rune. This one, the sun, and Ethawaz. Okay, first thing I want to notice are the colors. These are all kind of whitish, and if you are into auras, someone who is a teacher or mentor usually has a white aura, or a sparkly vibe. So I feel like if you're not learning from someone, you're definitely stepping into someone that can mentor someone later with all the wisdom that you're obtaining, especially with the Tear, because Tear depends on where you read it, but he's the sky god. So I feel like you're definitely leveling up spiritually. I feel like your soul is really evolving. I'm getting like the transition between Midgard and Asgard. So like the Bifrost, you know about Norse mythology. Bifrost is what connects Midgard to Asgard, controls the Rainbow Bridge. And I feel like you're really taking control of your life. And you're getting a lot of knowledge. And like the Bifrost is your mind. And you're deciding how to use it, to help others. So I feel like I'm getting the energy, of course, someone helping you. But once you get the information from them, you then help others. And I think that's really cool. So definitely once you get past all this, take all the time you need to heal, of course, they're going to be really stepping into your light, and you're going to be securing a foundation. You're going to have a better foundation of who you are and how. I'm getting a lot of emotional feelings. You're going to learn how to control them better. And that's going to provide you to have the stability that you needed in life after this whole tower and smog moment. So good things are coming. Just definitely keep up the work. Try to focus on your emotions and stabilizing yourself. Okay, we're going to pull a few. Oh, no, that one's kind of flopped out. We have You Are Not Alone, Isolation, Physical Connection, Community. Okay, so definitely with the Three of Wands and Gandalf here, I feel like you're connecting with people. Of course, just reiterating everything that I said with the tarot. You're connecting with people and you're learning a lot about yourself, how to overcome challenges. And I feel like the people that are going to be around you, they're going to tell you that. They're going to see like how far you've come, this mentor. they're just gonna say how proud they are of you. And if they're not saying that, I'm gonna say it. You should be proud of yourself, of how far you've come. Because life ain't always easy, you know. It's it can be annoying, frustrating, heartbreak. You just need someone to tell you that you're doing well. So be proud of yourself. And this is a reminder from the universe to be proud of yourself and love yourself. And you should accomplish all that you've done. You should go out into the community, perhaps just go for a walk in the city, or like I heard, go to a bar. Just go meet people, because people will love to listen. People love to listen to your stories, I'm hearing. Just as you love to listen to this person's story, whoever this mentor is for you. Ooh, this one definitely wants to come out. So we have Star Keeper. Cosmic ancestors seed the light by staying grounded. So I feel like this is a reminder with all this chaos going on. Try your best to stay grounded in the situation. Don't, because I know we can get caught up in our heads and our minds can run rampant. But try your best to not let things get to you. I know that's hard, but this is a reminder to do some grounding, stay connected, and don't lose sight of who you are. Okay, we have our next tidbit of advice. These are the morning mantra cards. Let's see what they've got to tell you. Okay, these two wanted to fly out. We have aim big, chase dreams, live a golden life. What else am I here to do? Okay, so I feel like you have big dreams, but perhaps you've been weighed down a lot. This is a reminder to go chase those dreams. And you have the wisdom, and you're gaining the wisdom. And don't forget that life is constantly evolving. You're going to be learning new things each and every day. The same person you were maybe an hour ago or even a year ago is completely different. And just live your best life. Just go out, be happy. So I'm getting from that one. And our next, okay, every pile has gotten this card, which I love. It says, my greatest weapon against a bad day is my smile. And I suppose a bunch of free money, but I won't get greedy. So I feel like this is a reminder to smile. Go do something you love. Whether it be painting, taking a walk in the park, or watching a YouTube video, or singing the One Piece theme song on full blast in your car, or going for a drive to get a smoothie. Do something that makes you smile, because you deserve it. Whatever all this heavy stuff is, you deserve to go smile. So promise me you're going to go do something that's going to make you smile, make you feel less like Gollum here. And I'm wishing the best for you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Okay, and then we have another card. So what does group 2 need to hear? You know, we need to chill out. Let's see. We have, oh, I got 2 of them. Okay. My greatest weapon against a bad day is my smile. And I suppose a bunch of free money, but I won't get greedy. So I feel like this is telling you to find the happiness within yourself. To find happy being alone, you know. Sometimes we rely on others. And it's okay to talk to someone and talk through your feelings. But I feel like we also need to find ways to make ourselves smile. And the best way to get through a bad thought is humor. I personally use humor to get through things. And there's also, whenever you're meditating, I was reading this book, and this guy, it was like, breathe in, smile, then breathe out. So this could be, you know, whether you're meditating, to smile more, or just watch a funny video. There's all types of funny stuff on YouTube. Or Twitch, go check out a streamer that makes you laugh. Just anything that can really brighten your smile.